Danielle Schneider. And we have just had the best time. You can look at the floor. It pretty much shows how we're rolling around here. This story was really interesting to me. Would you ever wonder what would happen if The Bachelorette and Bridgerton had a baby? Well, Pop Sugar reports that that's just what you'll get in the newest dating show on NBC called The Courtship. A young single woman named Nicole Remy will live in an old Regency-era castle with a group of suitors who will try to woo her with carriage rides, archery, and handwritten love notes. Nicole's real-life parents will be there, too, to make sure the gentleman's intentions are good. Casey, Danielle, please give us your thoughts.
Now, I'm a huge Bridgerton fan.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, these were like dukes and real dukes and duchesses we were dealing with. And I don't know, this is just going to be some, like, accountant from Paramus, no offense. But I kind of feel like, you know, when you go home, he's still that.
Yeah,
you know?
he's going to be like a dental hygienist from Rhode Island, which is all fine, but it's not quite the, like, dressed up look we're expecting, I think, at the end of the day.
I want him in jodhpurs all the time.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You don't want the fantasy to end.
Oh, and yeah, when you get home and you're on TikTok and he's on fantasy football, it's not. Remember when it used to be candlelight? Well, that's because you didn't have electricity, dear. That's why it was romantic.
Casey, what's next?
Okay, so next up we have the New York Times reports that this is the year of weddings. Oh, it's going to be complete Bride Wars.
Favorite movie in the world.
Thank you so much. I did write it with my friend June Day and Maria Phil. Anyway, it's going to be completely bananas. But by the end of 2022, there will be over 2.5 million weddings, which is the most since 1984. So the competition for venues and vendors is making it so expensive and difficult to plan, but it's also expensive for guests. In 2019, guests spent an average of $430 to attend a single wedding, and this year the numbers are going up.
It's true. I mean, can I just say, I'm terrified. I have 2 weddings. I have to sell my house. I can't do it.
I never really get invited to weddings. I don't know why.
Well, you know.
But, I mean, I feel like I'm a good guest. I'm a good time gal.
When I have a second wedding, if my marriage crumbles, you are my first invite.
Thank you. And I will get married just to have you
Thank
be
you,
in my
Danielle.
wedding. So my husband, he's gone.
Actually, I do have a wedding I'm going to this year.
I was just going to say, I do think you have been invited to one wedding this year.
I'm actually your flower girl, right?
That's right, Miss Barrymore.
The first one. Yeah. So this year is looking up for me. But as the, like, birther of Bride Wars, what do you think about the fact that, and it's interesting because they said since 1984, which makes me do the math in my mind and think the reason the wedding industry actually changed and there's all this data on it is because of Princess Diana's wedding. And that fairy tale wedding, like, changed the wedding industry. And here we are all this time later having a banner year. What do you think?
I mean, I think you're right. It was the People's Princess that changed us all on a cellular level when I saw her with that long
80-foot train.
80-foot train. Yes. And I think also COVID, obviously people are just trying to scramble to get those venues.
Yeah, because we couldn't. We had to push things on pause for like 2 years. And now, you know, it feels like now's the time, honey. Do it.
I guess what I'm really getting at is Bride Wars 2022.
Yes.
Why is there a possibility of another movie, a prequel, a sequel,
I'm
anything?
on it. And I'm on it.
I know someone who can star.
Hello.
Hello.
And the other star. We'll fight to the death.
We'll sort of see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll cast her first and then see what happens next.
Yeah, we'll go from there.
When you say you're on it, are you really going to do it? Could there be a reboot?
I'm going to make it happen. You know, I'm going to go actually and start.
Perfect.
Well, maybe
Please get on that.